So this video is called The Alt-Right Avengers by Pyro Live. It's basically about Sneako, Myron, Clavicular, and Nick Fuentes, and like Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate and all those other guys.
I'm gonna bring some girls over for you.
No, I'm good.
If you're not gonna smash, you gotta go.
How did you enjoy the cesspit of humanity?
I thought I was like at least an 8.
Recently, there has been a meeting of the minds. Some of the most smart, intellectual e-celebrities have met together, and people seem...
Bro, I love this dude's sarcasm, bro. God damn, Nick Fuentes looks like an imp. He looks like a fucking midget next to all of them. What the hell? How tall are these guys? Okay, I know Andrew Tate's 6 foot, Sneako's 6 foot, Clavicular's... Okay, they're all like 6 foot. Nick gotta be like 5'5" or 5'4" or something. What the heck?
to be dubbing it the Alt-Right Avengers. You've got Andrew Tate,
RBG of the week.
Tristan Tate,
No, I gotta play that back.
Of the week.
What the fuck? Bro, what is this?
Tristan Tate, Nick Fuentes, Clavicular, Sneako, Myron Gaines, and Justin Waller. And these gentlemen, which I will get into each one individually, they decided to have a nice little night out in Miami. Live streamed, of course. And these clips, a lot of them, they have just been all over my timeline because a lot of this stuff is just flat out embarrassing.
I'm gonna bring some girls over for you.
No, I'm good.
Now, I made a little gag earlier saying that they were the Alt-Right Avengers, but that is actually true. People have even photoshopped them to dress up as the actual Avengers.
That's actually kind of crazy. I love how the Photoshop in question, Grok. I love how the AI didn't even like properly Photoshop Sneako. It just made him into like some random white guy.
I will be honest, Clavicular as Spider-Man, it does fit. It really does fit. He's giving huge Tom Holland energy there.
Hold on, what? I could kind of see that. That's actually kind of crazy though.
Actual Avengers. I will be honest, Clavicular as Spider-Man, it does fit. It really does fit. He's giving huge Tom Holland energy there. So most of these guys do preach about the manosphere, the red pill, especially looks maxing as well. That is a whole different ballpark that I will get into later. Basically, it is teaching men how to unplug themselves from the matrix.
I mean, yeah, looks maxing is just basically trying to make yourself look better so that you can get better opportunities with people in life, because people will treat you better if you look better, which is unfortunately the truth. And then you also get better opportunities with women where they would want to date you, and you get higher dating options.
Now, I do have to admit, I am someone who is unfortunately also beard line, and I obviously only did this. Quickly just accused me of being so friends. Power level against each other. The most famous at the minute by far, who is blowing up everywhere, is Clavicular. So he basically started out in bodybuilding and self-improvement forums, and then he actually rose to prominence as a smaller character in the Cookieverse, which is its own universe. Like, we're getting into the multiverse theory here. Cookieverse is basically a collaboration group between a bunch of TikTokers that are associated with a guy called Cookie King, who is synonymous for being Chad and then being
Bro, what is this? I never heard of this guy in my life.
absolutely chopped, and he's now attempting to become Chad again. And it seems in the Cookieverse, the Padawan has become the master because he is now much more famous than Cookie is. I mean, I checked on him right now, and he's streaming on Kick with about 70 viewers. And Clavicular is...
But that's not bad, bro. 70 viewers is actually pretty good, especially for a platform like Kick where it's not as big as Twitch. Come on now.
mostly known for looks maxing, which again, I would love to do a video talking about that at some point. He's definitely not the person to invent it, but he's probably made it more popular than it ever has been before. I mean, ironically, if you go back like 5 or so years ago, taking things like Tren to make your muscles bigger, it was seen as like a bit of a dark secret. You couldn't really let people know. You had to be natty because, you know, if you're on gear, it ruins the illusion. But now, because of people like Clavicular, it's been completely normalized, if not endorsed. And then you'll have the people that say that
Which is kind of sad, bro. Like, you really do not need Tren or creatine and all this stuff unless it's supplied by your doctor and your doctor tells you, hey, you have this health defect, you might need this to help your body out. But like, if you're just taking it just to take it, bro, no, man, you're gonna be fucking up your body and your system. Just be natural. Literally just take high protein, low carb, low sugar diet, eat vegetables and fruits, and you'll be all right. If you got like some genetic defect, all right, bro, go see your doctor. I'm not gonna be your physiologist. Try to be natural. If you feel like you can't get anywhere natural, or for some reason your body ain't growing you something to muscle, visit a doctor. But for the most part, 90% of the time, if you go to the gym and have a good diet and follow a decent workout regimen, you'll build.
they are natty, they're not taking Tren, which is true, and then they're probably shooting up 7 different peptides into their thigh every day instead. I mean, I get it. I definitely need to start looks maxing immediately. I basically have next to no jawline. I probably need jawline surgery.
Now you got a jawline, bro. You'll be all right. Loki, bro, kind of looks like Aegon Targaryen from House of the Dragon. I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones, but like, if I'm not lazy in the editing, I'll probably put a picture. But knowing me, I'm probably not gonna put a picture, so you're just gonna have to Google search it. But he looks like Aegon.
At this point, maybe even a little bit of bone smashing with a ball peen hammer to make my jaw grow bigger when it repairs itself, which is a real thing, by the way, that some people do. And there is also a popular new trend called shoulder smashing, which is when you run into a wall to break your shoulder, hoping that when it heals, it gets bigger. Now, looks
Bro, what? Just do fucking pull-ups, bro, so that your muscles on your back get better. Ugh, good luck with that, man. I feel like one day somebody's just gonna do it and end up just like losing all function in their arm and become paralyzed.
Maxing, or the maxing word in general, it's always been around, but it's became so saturated now, it's basically became a meme. You take a girl out to dinner, you paid for her food? Oh, you're just a dinner cell, you suck. Wait a minute, your woman cooks dinner for you? Now you're dinner maxing. Are you talking to your e-girlfriend on Discord? Did you gift her some nitro so she talks to you? Now you're just jester maxing. Looks maxing is basically a term used in online spaces to maximize your potential. This includes steroids, plastic surgery, peptides that I mentioned earlier. This is something Clavicular has actually said in interviews as well, like when he went on this podcast, like what?
Bro said, pull-ups are 2025. We're breaking our shoulders for 2026. Fuck yeah, bro. You know what? I take back what I said. I'm about to go to my fucking my wall right now and bust my shoulders, bro. God bless. I'm gonna have, oh man, I'm about to have the widest shoulders ever. I'm gonna look like Superman, dude. Ooh, bitches gonna love that shit.
The definition of looks maxing.
Like, what is overall your definition of looks maxing?
So looks maxing is kind of like the most extreme version of self-improvement, in my opinion. So at its core definition, it is self-improvement, but it's just taking things a step.
No offense, but wasn't this the same dude saying that beards and mustaches and goatees are ugly as fuck, and then he's over here sitting with aftershave? What a fucking hypocrite.
Further, right? So
I also like the guy who's interviewing Clavicular. I have no idea what his name is. I just know he's got big ears, but his entire profession is going into grocery stores, walking around, saying how bad all the processed food.
You said you could use a crazy silly hammer for the looks maxing experience? Yes, bro. No. I don't agree with a crazy silly hammer. I think you should use an industrial grade commercial fucking jackhammer, bro. You need to destroy your bones to the point that they're fucking shattered, bro. Like literally, like to the bone marrow. Because if you don't get it like that, your bones aren't gonna grow back stronger, man. Like, come on now. I understand the method, but there's a better method.
I didn't actually know that, mate. Cheers for that. And then he also does this thing as well where he'll camp outside fast food places and then offer people money if they don't eat there, which is like, again, it's really noble of you to stop people eating processed garbage, but you need to understand this is his job as opposed to harassing some poor father of 5 that thinks to himself, I've had a long day. I can't cook. I can't be asked. I'm just going to give the kids some, some junk food. At least they're eating something. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but again, it's like, I think an influencer's day-to-day life is a lot different from someone that works a conventional 9 to 5.
Yeah, bro, like you're not an influencer yourself. The irony.
Ideology in some aspects. Obviously, if a guy wants to improve his appearance, that's great. Power to him. But a lot of people take the ideology of looks maxing, saying that looks are absolutely everything. Which, to be fair, looks are a lot of things in.
I mean, I agree. Yes, I agree. Looks are a lot of things in life because what do you get from a person the first time you meet them? How they look. How they look kind of just gives you a sense of, okay, do they take care of themselves? Are they healthy? Do they have a good job? Are they struggling in life? Do they make money? Like, you could kind of tell a lot about a person based off how they look and how they present themselves. So yes, I agree. It's important. But after a person gets to know you after your looks, what matters is your personality and your character after. But yes, number 1 is looks. I agree. Let's just break the whole body with a cane. That's true looks maxing. You know what? Yes. And you need your grandma or your grandma to hit you. Because, grandparents and parents, bro, especially, they be whooping you hard as shit, bro. They know the weak spots so that, the bones can grow back stronger. Also, men will do anything but wear makeup. Us girls have figured it out centuries ago. Yes, I mean, I agree. Yeah. I mean, but can you blame guys, though? Like, for girls, like, no offense, like, looks is kind of like you guys' whole existence. Y'all gotta look pretty to attract a dude or attract a mate. Versus guys, yes, we do have to look good too, but there are other factors as well, like looks, not looks, but like money and status. Like, but at that point, you're kind of just chasing gold diggers. Like, it depends. If a girl's like super into like money and status, yes, that's a gold digger. But if she likes the way you look, but like she obviously wants you to be stable, it's not to say she's a gold digger. It's like, I just don't want a man that's a bum. That's it. Yeah. You said, but I think makeup is better than breaking it. Yes. I 100% agree. Yes. I remember I was looking up on TikTok. I think Pyro mentions it in this video because I did watch a little bit of this video before I started streaming. But he mentioned it, like, I think when you look up like bone smashing on TikTok tells you if you need help. Just call this number. You'll be okay. Like, I think people that do bone smashing are fucking suicidal. That's funny. He said, I gotta introduce you to Contour. Bro, don't worry. I'm hip to all that, man. I had some like girlfriends in college. They introduced me to all that. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. We'll talk about that later.
Life, like, there is no doubt about that. But to make it,
I know about contouring. It helps like your face look more defined and all that shit.
Absolutely everything. You do tend to fall down that spiral of just ending up being a narcissist. Now, you might have heard the name Clavicular before, like this one clip, for example, where he actually ran over a stalker in his car.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
One of the
dude.
first images that made him viral was him posting this on Reddit, saying that he was
What the fuck? Is that his grandma? No way. He had to have done this on purpose, bro. Dude, he had to do this on purpose for attention. This is literally like the ultimate clip farm.
looking for advice, and his
The grandma.
his nan very helpfully, bless her soul, took a picture of her grandson.
What the fuck is this? Bro, what the fuck? Yo, she looks so done with him. Like, what the fuck did I just birth, bro? How is this my grandchild?
Flexing in front of the mirror. That's the thing about these kick streamers. You can never actually tell whether that is like genuine or it's just a clip farm, because if it is, that is genius. It gets everyone talking about it. And also, most notably, he started taking tests at the age of 14, which is why he's 19 now, but he looks 28. This is
Testosterone at 14? Can you even legally be prescribed that? Can you even get that from your doctor? Yo, this motherfucker is crazy. Dude, at 14, I was playing fucking Counter-Strike in Minecraft. I didn't give a fuck about no looks maxing. That's a mental illness, dude. I didn't even give a fuck about girls, bro. I was a nerd. I couldn't even get girls.
one of the reasons why I'll never take testosterone. I'm basically bordering on twink death. I'm probably coping and have already gone through with it fully. But again, Trent, it does add a lot of years. Now, why is he called clavicular? Because of the clavicle muscles. He's basically said that himself.
Like your clavicle bones. So I just like kind of made
I
it
figured that's
like
how he
into
got
my
his
username.
name.
Now, I don't really like to talk about politics on this channel. I made a video about Hassan shocking his dog, and that was probably one of the most well-received videos that I've ever uploaded onto this channel. You now just got reminded that I made that video in the first place. But his political identity is not actually based on, you know, their beliefs, what they could be pushing, their manifestos. No, instead, he actually made a comment about JD Vance saying that he believes in his ideologies, but he's not voting for him because he looks like a subhuman. And instead, he's voting for Gavin Newsom, solely because he mocked JD Vance.
JD Vance is subhuman and Gavin Newsom mocked.
There was also an incident where
Bro, that is so cringe. I hate the fact that he uses these terms unironically. You literally got so deep into looks maxing, you took the fucking medical term of a bone as your name. That just shows how obsessed you are. I know women, like, they can be obsessed with their looks, but I think y'all got competition, bro. This dude is more obsessed than you guys, which is sad. As men, we're not supposed to be that obsessed. Like, we're supposed to care about how we look like, but like, to the point where he's like jaw smashing, taking testosterone, trying to plan all these surgeries, that's a mental illness.
a little bit too much. It was probably a clip farm, but he basically resembled the Prime Minister of Canada at a very unfortunate party. And remember that bone smashing I talked about earlier? He is a fully fledged advocate for that. By the way, if you look at bone smashing on TikTok right now, it comes up saying you are not alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. That's what I was mentioning earlier. You're not alone. They think you're trying to commit suicide.
If you or someone you know is having a hard time, help is always available. But obviously, Clavicular could not stop there. He has to keep escalating his power level. So he's actually getting double jaw surgery just so he can outmog every single male on the planet.
What's the surgery you're getting? A double jaw.
What do you need double jaw surgery? I'm a straight man, but I'll tell you, this man is a handsome dude. He has a good jawline. So what the fuck do you need jaw surgery for?
Surgery?
What is that?
It's an osteotomy of the upper maxilla and lower mandible.
Just dumb it down for me. I don't know what any of that.
So
Just
they
like,
basically make a cut on the lower jaw and then move it forward and apply screws.
What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. Why? You're literally chopping your goddamn like whole face up just for aesthetics. Like, what happens when you get old and then your bones start getting fragile and weak? Yeah, it can't be good for your dental health at all. Your teeth are more prone to infections and all that stuff, and then your face is gonna be weak. What happens if you get into a one-off fight randomly? Somebody just ambushes you. Your whole face is cooked, bro. What is looks maxing gonna matter after that point?
And same with the upper jaw. It's called a Lafort osteotomy. They cut along your interior
And then you're just gonna have metal rods in your face? Oh, hell no.
nasal spine and then advance your jaw forward. It's like they actually have to break your jaw.
how much is that going to cost?
35,000.
He's even said multiple times that he doesn't actually care
35,000. Good job, bro. Just stick with what your mom gave you in the fucking womb, bro. Why do you need that?
about getting a girl. That's not the point. Women are useless to him. All he cares about is the mog, and only the mog.
I mean, the goal is to mog. Okay, I just want to mog. I don't give a fuck about getting girls. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I want to mog people, right? I want to walk into a room and people are like, holy.
This is just giving me like psychotic behavior. Imagine him getting a black eye. Yes, his whole world is over. Oh my god, I can't mog anymore. Oh my god, people aren't gonna look at me anymore. I need the attention. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Holy shit, look at this guy.
Now, you can tell with Clavicular, the guy is incredibly smart. He knows the art of the clip farm. Half of this is just, you know, complete BS because people will clip it. I mean, one of my favorite examples from him is height frauding, if you've heard of this. It's basically the concept of putting large objects in front of you to stand on to appear taller.
No, I can expand on that. There's even more to height frauding. Another thing people do, they'll wear like shoe lifts that give them like 2 or 3 inches of height. Like let's say if somebody's like 5'6", right? They'll wear like shoe lifts and it'll make them like 5'8" or 5'9", just to make them taller. Which I'm not gonna shit on anybody for. If that makes you confident, whatever, I don't go a fuck. And some people will wear like boots on top of that too to give them like an extra 3 or 4 inches, right? Now, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm an average male height person. What is the average male height? Like 5'9", 5'10" in the US? I don't give a fuck, right? But like, I understand it if you're a short guy, because it can be like detrimental, because a lot of girls do base a lot of dudes looks by height as well. But I think it gets extreme when, I don't know if you guys have heard of like limb lengthening surgery. Yeah, there's this thing called limb lengthening surgery where these dudes, there's this one guy, he was like 5'4" or 5'5", and he went from 5'4" or 5'5" to 6 foot fucking like 2 or something. He gained like what, like 7, 8, 9 inches. And like what they do, yeah, peak insecurity. Yes, I agree. It's just like, bro, at that point I would have agreed with you just wearing like shoes that make you taller, or like insoles, because at that point you're not killing yourself. But what they do is that they smash your bones, right? They cut your bones into pieces, then they put rods in between those areas that they cut out just to increase your length of height, and then over time your bone heals together and then grows into that area that was cut out, so then you get taller. But the problem is you're gonna have the wingspan of a 5'5" person, and then on top of that, your kids are probably gonna have the 5'5" genetics. So what's the point? It's just vanity. It's so dumb.
And more dominant in social situations.
So when you come home, right, and you have to take off your shoes, what you do is you have to set up what's called vantage point. So you put a vantage point like here, so that way you take off your shoes, and then you go, you like rest on it, and then you set up the next vantage point like right over here, and then you just make it to the bedroom. That way you're good. So that's.
Are you trolling on the vantage point? Or the
no, I'm being dead serious.
So 6'2" doing this.
Well, yeah, bro. I mean, like whatever.
I really do like the fact that he's talking about strategic points.
What do you mean, whatever it takes? If you're 6'2", you're taller than like 90% of the world population. The average height worldwide is 5'7". If you're 6'2", you're in the fucking most advantageous position in the world. What? And you still gotta do this?
Of placing taller objects to appear taller, or they're talking about rushing B in CSGO or something. And also, something really embarrassing to admit about Clavicular, he likes to wear makeup. He likes to wear women's eyeliner.
Okay.
Crazy.
And you know, that's a very subtle thing. You don't go too hard. Like you wouldn't be.
Dude, Nikki, like you said, man, he's taking all the freaking notes in the book. He's taking all the notes in the book. Bone smashing, jaw surgery, height frauding, makeup. He's trying to look the best he can. 180 centimeter and above is tall. Exactly. Like, I don't know why he's like so insecure about that. Yeah, that's 5'9". Yeah, that's pretty tall. Most people in the world are not 5'9". The average is 5'7", dude. Like,
You don't know that I did it unless I showed you on the live stream. So call it sus, call it whatever, but we're looks maxing, we're not looks improving.
I, for one,
and I mean, don't actors have to use makeup anyway? Even if you're a dude, like actors wear makeup anyway to make themselves look better on set, so I'm okay with that. But it's different if you're over here looking like a whole drag queen as a straight man. At that point, you're kind of overdoing it.
I find that absolutely disgusting. I can't believe anyone would be gay enough to wear women's makeup or dress up as a...
No way, this is Pyro? What the fuck? Oh my god, he looks like a girl. Yo, that is crazy. All right, I'm not gonna comment anymore on that. That is fucking crazy.
Woman. That's very gay. He's also been known to partake in dyeing his eyebrows as well, which is true middle-aged behavior. Now, he must have a vice, right? Some kind of weakness. His Achilles heel. Is it alcohol? Is it gambling? It's actually... He takes as a cutting tool, basically to suppress his appetite.
I use crystal as a stimulant and Lean Max. It's much more mild than Adderall, actually, and I'm pretty much using for hollow cheek.
Now, Clavicular has actually got so famous recently.
I hope he's kidding. Meth? Are you kidding me? Meth? Isn't that shit like fuck up your teeth after a while or something? I'm not very educated on like hard drugs, but...
That unfortunately, even the mainstream has caught wind of him. You've actually had on SNL, the Stranger Things actor, Finn Wolfhard. Very sorry you're in the Stranger Things finale, by the way. That ending absolutely sucked.
So I'm a looks maxing Giga Chad.
Oh god, the Stranger Things guy.
Basically, I discuss mogging, mandibular growth, and achieving Sigma status by breaking my jawbone and pulling high-level talent.
So sick.
Oh my god,
and then you've got
awesome,
his reaction
bro.
to actually seeing it on SNL, and he is just absolutely mind-broken by it.
Isn't that guy gay?
Now, what Clavicular and a lot of the looks-maxing people like to do for a lot of their content is to go out in public and, you know, rate people, especially when there's confrontations, because a lot of people They don't like to be mocked by Clavicular. And like some of the posts on Twitter I've seen are just absolutely cringe. Like the clips alone, they're not that great, but the captions are just like, it is a donut factory worth of glazing. Look at this one. Clavicular rage baited a sub 5 after he tried to make fun of him. Sub 5's cortisol skyrocketed while Clav remained unbothered. Right, that's enough.
Bro, this is cringe. This is cringe, bro. This is cringe. This is like literally like 4chan territory. Like not even Reddit. Like this is like literal like 4chan fucking internet lord. Like I don't talk to woman type shit, man. Like what? Speak English. What is with all these fucking terms? You say gay was the only response he could manage. That's insane, right? Because he felt fucking offended by it.
About Clavicular, onto the rest of the Avengers. Next, we've got Nick Fuentes. I really don't actually have a lot to say about Nick Fuentes. He's an alt-right political commentator. There is a lot of backstory to him, but
I'm not gonna lie to you. All I could just say is I don't like Nick Fuentes, but this video will explain why you may or may not like him. But I personally don't like him. He just comes off... He's truthful, but I don't like his delivery, and some things he says kind of like,
He keeps coming up on my Instagram reels over and over, and most recently, I think the one that was recommended to me, he goes on to Piers Morgan's show. Piers Morgan says 6'7", completely unironically, not even as a bit, and Nick Fuentes probably had the most generational lock-in I've seen of all time.
But are you actually attracted to women?
No.
You're not gay?
Sneako was also there as well. He's been doing rounds recently. I mean, he met up with Kanye West at one point. So he basically found success making like uncontroversial, thoughtful videos, street interviews, and he actually briefed...
You see, I liked this old Sneako, but this new Sneako, I don't like him. He's a grifter, bro. He's literally a social climber. He just hangs around people that benefits them, and if he doesn't need them anymore, he moves on to the next popular thing. Like, he went from making motivational, good content that people could look up to then joining the stupid red pill shit, and then now he's hanging out with all these, like, fucking the Sinister Six of YouTubers, the looks maxing, and then all these people, like, I don't know, man. He's just all over the place, bro, and I just think he just does this shit to clip farm and just does this for attention. And at some point, you just gotta understand, like, not all attention is good attention.
He worked with Mr. Beast, who apparently fired him.
Is there any bridges that you burnt that you regret?
Mr. Beast. That was one that I didn't need to do that, but...
You put a video up and then you just deleted it straight away?
Yeah, no one saw it, but
that's good.
He saw it.
He saw it?
Yeah. It had like 20, I think, barely... No one saw it but him, man.
Now, I know a lot of people don't like Sneako for various reasons. Unfortunately, I am biased. I met him a couple of years...
I hate you, Pyro. You're biased. Fuck you. I'm just playing. I don't care. I mean, that's your opinion, dude.
Years ago, there's a picture of us. He was pretty chill at the time. And also, he voiced in the Cruelty Squad video. So unfortunately, I am now on his payroll.
Can't even take a piss without some freak like you bothering me. What is it? Be quick about it. This trip is an absolute disaster. All of our deals have gone...
Alright, I'm gonna skip this.
Andrew Tate.
You said, hot take, Mr. Beast actually did ruin YouTube. Yes and no. I agree, he kind of ruined it. In a sense where there was a whole point where like every content creator was doing this like Mr. Beastification of content where everything was like super fast paced, super quick, fucking over the top thumbnails. Like it was just like ADHD everywhere. And everybody had to make those types of videos. And those videos take so much time and effort to make. And plus there was no substance. It's just like stupid challenges, right? But I disagree because one, it low-key put YouTube on the map, because even before Mr. Beast blew up, like, YouTube was popular, but it didn't get to the point where it was, like, super, like, mainstream, where, like, everybody's like, wow, you could make this much off of YouTube? You can actually make this, like, an actual, like, respectable career? Like, Mr. Beast was the one that kind of pushed the boundaries of content and made YouTube a respectable, like, actual corporation or business. Now, it's not to say there are other YouTubers beforehand that didn't come after that, like, you know, Markiplier, Corey X Kenshin, Smosh, Vsauce, all those people, right? Before that, like, or like Penguin Zero, like, there's a lot. But, like, he pushed it to the point where it's like, okay, now it's seen as, like, this crazy, huge, possible business entity that people can actually benefit from. But, yeah.
He needs no introduction whatsoever. I've made videos talking about him loads of times. He was basically a professional kickboxer, and then he operated like a cam girl business with his brother. And he's most notably known for the Hustlers University program, and also being arrested and charged in Romania. But personally, I most notably know him for the fact that Aiden Ross did a clip farm where he sniffed his chair on a live stream.
Oh, hell no. Oh,
Tristan Tate was also there. I don't really know
That's disgusting, bro. Why?
too much about him. He's just Andrew Tate if he went to the Hairline Airline. He drinks alcohol. Andrew Tate doesn't. That's pretty much it. You've also got Myron Gaines as well, who is a prominent figure in the manosphere. He's basically Fit on the Fit and Fresh podcast. And this is usually a show that has a panel of women, usually OnlyFans models, and they debate them using red pill talking points. Now, I am not joking. If you watch Fit and Fresh podcast and you hate women already, do not watch it. It is going to make you commit some kind of act of terrorism.
I can't sit down and watch that podcast for more than 30 seconds. It literally gives me a brain aneurysm because both parties are stupid as fuck. The man and the woman. I just can't.
It's going to get you put in jail for 50 years. Do not do it. And one thing I didn't actually know about him until researching this video, but before starting the podcast, he was actually a special agent for Homeland Security. I just like as well in the picture that they all post together, you can see Myron clearly doing the, guys, please look at my watch. My very expensive watch. It's a Richard Mille. And last but not least, Justin Waller. This guy,
I don't even know who the fuck Justin Waller is. I've never heard of this guy.
Actually had to do a bit of research on. I knew pretty much every single person in this picture. No idea who Justin was. Why does bro think he's on the team? Basically, he's the founder and CEO of Red Iron Construction, which is a very successful steel company. And he's also a manosphere influencer that's associated with Andrew Tate. Now, unfortunately, the deep state of YouTube actually ended up terminating his account. So he posts mostly on Instagram, where he talks about masculinity, dating, and of course, entrepreneurship. Now, a lot of these men here have been on the planet longer than others. So they wanted to pass down some advice to the younger generation. Like the time that Justin was telling Clavicular that if you take a woman out to dinner and pay for her, you are a subhuman. And actually what you should...
Bro, what? What? It depends on the context. Like, I think the best situation for a first date, go to somewhere that's cheap if you feel like you can't afford a crazy ass date. And if you want to give a nice gesture, pay for her. But if you guys are going somewhere expensive, you guys can do 50-50. So you guys aren't breaking your bank. If a girl really liked you and she didn't really care for your money and all that, and she just liked you for you, she wouldn't care going 50-50 if it's a very expensive place or something that's literally gonna eat your fucking wallet. But if it's like inexpensive, like what, like a $5 fucking coffee or something, that's fine. Like, I'll pay for that. Saying that you don't have to, if you pay for the first date, you're a simp, that's stupid as fuck. It depends on the context and situation. You could be paying for the date and maybe she could be helping out elsewhere. Like, that's kind of weird, bro. He said healthy take. Expensive stuff is 50-50. McDonald's and Five Guys is whoever set the date. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I agree. Yup, 100%. Because at that point, it knows like you know, on both parties, you're not like using each other, and then it shows that you respect each other's time and company.
Do instead is dine with the boys in a completely non-homoerotic way.
I'll take this. The only dinner a woman will ever go to with me is when I'm meeting other men, but like a one-on-one dinner with a girl is a mistake and a waste of fucking time and money.
3 hours of fucking garbage.
Let me tell you what a dinner was.
Who the hell is sitting 3 hours at a date, bro? Like, what? I don't know what type of dates you're on. Unless you really like the woman, that makes sense, 3 hours. But like, that's how I know Clavicular is like just too young, man. He's kind of fucking naive. Keep in mind, this kid is only like what, 19? He's like 19. I think he's about to be 20. So he's like not even like mentally developed yet, bro. Like, no offense. I mean, for anybody that's 19 out there, but like, I know what I was doing at 19. I was the fucking stupidest motherfucker ever. I was smart. Like pattern recognition wise, but like life experience wise, hell no.
Me and a woman looks like. Woman sits next to me, looks hot. The other men at the table respect that. When we talk about business, and I genuinely ignore her the whole time.
Keeping up the theme of not being homoerotic in any way, there was a clip of Justin actually discussing abs on the Iced Coffee Hour podcast.
I've had a six-pack since I was 24 years old. When I do abs, I only do the bottom two abs. How many guys have you met who's like, oh, I got the top two? Bro, my fucking grandma's got the top two. It's your real guys. I got the top two. Exactly. Exactly. You ever do a side plank? Yeah. Okay, cool. Go up and put your hand on. Make sure it burns, and when it finally starts to burn, bounce. Wholesome. Fuck it up. Like,
bro, what is this advice? Just do regular sit-ups.
Like, I want to destroy it. I used to do that 2 minutes at a time on each side. You kind of get that 300.
Also, you might remember a few months ago that guy that was like cheating on his wife, and then they got televised during this game, and you know they hid, and it was like really cringe and embarrassing. Justin saw that and said that his behavior was absolutely spineless, and instead he should have been a Chad. If he stood there and he owned it, he owned the fact that he was cheating on his wife, he would have been seen as nothing less of a Sigma.
And in all promos, under the fact that he can't be trusted, that I think a big difference when it comes to really garnering a woman's respect long term, because she's not going to respect her money. It looks are going to affect be the man you say you are.
Now he does very good philosophical debate.
It shows. Well, I'm not condoning cheating, but him trying to hide away shows that he has a conscience enough to know that what he's doing is fucking terrible. If he didn't do that, it would have just came off like he was psychotic, like, oh, I don't give a fuck about what I did. Clearly, I mean, he doesn't because he's cheating on his wife, but I don't know. I don't even know why I'm even arguing this.
Well, this one saying that he stares at women's asses in the gym.
You are literally butt naked in the gym. I can see the lines in your... I don't give a fuck. You don't put your titties out? Put me in your video. If you think I'm sorry, that's what's fucked up about this situation. All these guys are like, oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to catch me. Damn, look at them titties, girl. Good for you.
He's not gay. I promise, guys. He's not.
Bro. This is such a terrible take, my guy. I mean, I get it. If a girl's wearing gym wear, where you could literally see through her body. I mean, yes, like, who wouldn't be staring? But, like, to double down and be like, bro, I'm just gonna keep staring and making the girl uncomfortable. Like, my guy, like, bro, just shut the fuck up and do your workout and dip, bro. The whole point of going to the gym is just to exercise. If a bitch or a woman is fucking wearing see-through ass clothes, that's her problem. I don't care. Last thing I want is a girl complaining that I'm staring at her. I'm gonna do my workout and get the fuck. I don't care. That's none of my opinion.
He's really not gay. He's staring at women's asses. Now, the night started off in the back of the Fortnite battle bus while they were pulling up to a club. It was all the boys together, and then Justin, with his, like, you know, thick southern drawl, he started playing some country music, and everyone else pretty much looked like they wanted to kill themselves. That was, of course, except Andrew Tate, who was also loving it. And then when they did...
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of country music. It's cool, though. I mean, if you like it, you like it.
And eventually pull up to a club, they started playing HH from Kanye West. I can't say the full name of the song. You know the song I'm talking about. I can't say it because the video will get demonetized and I like money too much. There was also one part inside the club which was just, it was like failing the worst.
I don't know if you guys know, but it's the song that Kanye made about the guy in Germany that did something to Jews. That starts with an H, and you could look it up. I don't want to play it because I don't want to get a copyright strike either, or this video taken down. I don't want that to happen.
Fallout speech check imaginable. Clavicular, you know, nudges Nick and basically says, I'm gonna bring some girls over. And he goes, no, I'm good. And Clavicular, being told no, he doesn't really know how to process it. He just gets absolutely stun locked to the point that he's just like awkwardly, you know, gurning or something.
Yo, Nick, I'm gonna bring some girls over for you. Sounds good.
There was this one very emotional scene as well later on in the stream when I think they were at like a house party or something. And you can see Justin, again, giving advice to Clavicular and even Tristan Tate about women, how they can be deceptive. They can be succubuses. They want to get into your head.
I don't think all women are like that, bro. I think it's just the gold diggers and the one that wants something out of you. But okay. You said respecting women is pretty straight, not gonna lie. Yes, I agree, 100%. I mean, you gotta respect all types of people in this world, man. If you don't respect, you won't get the respect back.
She tells me everything I need to know.
Oh yeah, I never.
Don't read it, because she's trying to dig and she's trying to give you psychology. I had a woman today write me this big long message. I did not read it.
Hell yeah.
Do not read it. Because if you read it, you stand the risk of being subject to it, of it hitting you, especially if you love her.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing about men. Men are...
Dude, this dude Clavicular is so young. He's just like so malleable. He's just like, he really doesn't even give a fuck about what this guy is saying. He's just like, yeah, cool. Like, when is this guy gonna shut up and keep talking?
Actually capable of loving a woman. I think it's in us biologically because we want to protect and provide.
You know what I'm gonna do? If a woman sends me a very long message, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not even gonna leave her on read because I'm not gonna even open the message. I'm gonna sleep with a man. That's not gay. That's just proving her wrong that I don't need her in my life. Now, obviously, as you've seen, a lot of these accounts on Twitter are absolutely glazing these guys, and Twitter doesn't like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't like when anyone says something good about a certain group of people, no matter who you are. Like, for example, this tweet here, Clavicular was left stunned after Tristan Tate mogged him to death. And they're playing like the Crystal Castles edit as well. Now, that got about 7,000 likes. Not really too bad. Bit of a slow day on Twitter for a gimmick account. But someone quote tweeted it, got 43,000 likes saying shit was flushed after the butt pooped into the toilet.
This is so fucking dumb, bro. I can't believe people do this unironically. This dude's geeky, dude.
Now, again, on the themes of Justin definitely not being closeted gay, he's just a manly man who, you know, loves men more than women. He made this one quote as well on a stream saying that you're sitting in a 10's lap, referring to Clavicular as a 10. So basically blazing Clavicular more than the actual girl.
I thought I was like at least an 8.
You are not an 8.
Yeah.
Ask for validation. You're sitting in a 10's lap.
That's kind of rude.
That's kind of rude. That's kind of rude.
I added you, bro.
But unfortunately, the woke Avengers, they spread the message too much. So, you know, the mainstream media, they had to clamp down. They're actually covered on local Miami news, which led to 2 people being fired for playing the Kanye song. And apparently, almost every single nightclub in Miami has banned these guys.
This is obviously not welcome in Miami Beach. It should not be welcome.
Oh, shit. That's actually fucking wild. Yo. I mean, I understand, like, I mean, what they played was terrible, don't get me wrong, but, like, getting banned from every single nightclub and restaurant in Miami? They're cooked, bro. They're cooked. Because a lot of them, like, most of them live in Florida. I think all of them live in Florida. Good luck. Good luck.
Anywhere in the world. And by the way, I spoke to other club operators. They are not welcome in their club. How they got into this club, open arms, I want to know how.
And then even the mayor of Miami made a tweet saying, hate has no home in Miami-Dade County. Reports of Austrian painters' slogans at a Miami beach club are deeply disturbing and unacceptable. We stand against anti-Semitism and hate and expect swift accountability to help our community safe and respectful for all. Very true words, Daniel Levincava. Unfortunately, 100 likes fell off. Now, one thing that's really funny is the club that hosted these guys did a complete 180. They put out this really long apology. I'm not going to read it. But then in other news articles, you can literally see one of the co-owners partying alongside the guys while the Kanye song's playing. Now, I think Clavicular was the first person to find out that he'd been banned. He took it pretty well. He didn't really care. The clip farms were done.
There's no way they would have banned us. Oh yeah, we did get permanently banned.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine they just went up to them and like, oh, you can't be in this restaurant. Please leave. I guess they got banned in that moment. Why would somebody want to live in Florida? Yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I would visit Florida because it's like a nice place to visit, like Miami, Orlando, all that stuff. But me personally, I wouldn't live in Florida.
3 hours ago? Oh my god. Yeah, well, who gives a fuck, man? That club wasn't great anyway.
And then unfortunately, another tower was hit. Sneako was actually called by apparently one of his friends who was a promoter, saying that he's not only been banned from every club in Miami, but basically every restaurant in Florida.
So I'm banned from everything?
You're virtually banned from every single hospitality group in the United States. Virtually every restaurant, every venue, every nightclub, you're pretty much banned for your anti-Semitic remarks and your absolute racism and your hatred towards Jews. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. You don't want to be friends anymore?
Oh, I haven't been your friend in over a year, my man. Your anti-Semitism is blatantly disgusting. And all I've ever received from you is hatred, racism, and just anti-Semitism.
When have I been racist or hateful toward you?
Bro, what? Okay, whatever. I just don't like Sneako for this reason, because it's like he tries to deny things that he's done in the past. Like, you say you're self-aware, but some things you just don't like clock on. Like, you know what you just did.
This guy is obviously telling him, Sneako, I don't like your behavior. I think it's really irresponsible of you. You know, some of the horrible words that you're saying. And he's basically doing the equivalent of like a half iShow speed face the entire time. Now, of course, the fanboys piled in. They did their fan art. They obviously can't draw, so they did basically AI generated fan art. Like, for example, this GTA 6 image of all the boys together. I'm not sure why Sneako is now a white person. He basically looks closer to Ronaldo than actually Sneako. So
Yeah,
what's my entire takeaway from this?
earlier.
Nothing. I just thought it was kind of funny. Thank you for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, that was a good video by Pyro Cynical, but these guys are just literal like cancer on earth. Like, I don't even know what their purpose is on the internet. They're just here just to like clip farm and just say stupid shit and polarizing things to piss people off.